Good morning. Welcome to holding your space, holding yourself together, holding us all together. How's everybody doing this morning? Good morning, Sarah. How's it going with you? Oh, look, no glasses yet. Hello. Let's put on our glasses. Good morning. Today is a day of remembrances. It's a day of celebrations. It's the 5th of May, Cinco de Mayo. We also have a day of remembrance for MMIW. And so I'm here for it. Good morning, Kelly. I've been wondering about how you're doing. Just sending love to us all and hope everyone's feeling well today, physically and mentally. Well, you know, I think many days having all of those at the same time is a great blessing and a privilege. Good morning, our wonderful Barbara Berkman. Blessings to all this morning, she says. And thank you, Jules. Well, um, it is I that am grateful this morning. Definitely. Sarah, she says, I love this. Blessings, galactic citizens. Happy Mexican Independence Day. Yes, we we're very excited about that. We all like to have some independence with things going on in the world. Ooh. It's chilly here today. What's the weather like where you are? We're having a rain. It's a nice, gentle rain. No big stormage happening. Just a nice, gentle dawn rain. Good morning, Oxford Cat. Very happy to see you. I like all these extra blessings getting added in here already. I think it makes me feel all warm inside. And it makes me feel warm inside too. Coffee. I'm not off the coffee yet. I've got to still do the one in the morning, one and hopefully done, but not always. Oh, hi, Liz. Love and light to all. Barbara Berkman's supposed to get up to 83. Well, that's really going to be nice when we get there. We might be up to 90 by Saturday, which is crazy. I mean, I had to turn the heater on a little bit here today. Got a little bit chilly. Oh, look at, hey, somebody, hey, Steph, where's my makeup artist and my lighting crew? I mean, come on. Who does this by themselves in a little tiny office in a little room off the porch, all by yourself, turning on your computer and hoping for the best? Well, I hope you're doing good, Kelly. I was looking for you and sending you lots of love uh, over the weekend and last week, and hoping you're doing good as always, as for everybody. Does anybody have any special things planned today? I've been thinking a lot about uh, the things that'll be going on today to raise awareness for missing MMIW, missing and unalived and whatnot, for Native American women, uh, First Americans, First Nations people. And so I lit my candles intentionally today and set up my little dark altar for light emerging in the dark. And I use the cards to set up a bit of a grid here with for by Wisdom of the Elders Oracle by Sean Leonard, First Nations person. from Canada. And the cards are truth, truth, bravery, and the Great Spirit. And they just popped out at me for to bring truth to the situations, and for bravery for all of the families and all those affected, and all of their efforts to find everyone, bring everyone home, find out what happened, and find out who's behind it all, and eventually stop it from continuing, for education, and then to lean in for balance with Creator, leaning in on the Creator to help with bringing balance, restoring peace, restoring calm, helping with everyone's grief and things like that. You know, we wake up in the morning, you know, if we have grief, it doesn't go away just because we fell asleep. We wake up with it again. And I think that the more we educate, say our prayers, keep our prayers rolling for positive outcome for all of this, I believe in time we're going to find out. All truths are known in the end. The truth bubbles up and we find out one time or another, and then we're able to synthesize it and put it together. Ooh, I love this. Well, Sarah, we might just be bonkers. I was listening to um Mayim Balak and her husband. They were interviewing a woman. Her name is Betty, and she has a website called Buddha Betty. And she was talking about, you know, people, you know, learning in her near death experience that people choose to come here, and she's like, well, this is nuts, you know. And she had a very specific near death experience where she was you know, she had to be told so that she could have understanding as to why life was so hard, and that apparently there's a lot of people on the other side who want to come back here because it's so tactile and so visceral. Um it's so alive here. That's so There's water, there's beautiful, there's touching and food and all these things that you know, the goodness of life, and holding babies and holding each other and holding space here too. And they want to come back, but they get here and it's like somebody waved the magic wand on your way in through the chute and said, you won't remember how hard it is here or how much the physical body hurts and all that stuff, right? So she was talking about how we we still come here for many lessons, even though we've forgotten what happens when we get here. So moments like this, when we're here with each other, I think mean a lot, where we can talk about, ooh, Sarah's planning food pantry and phone calls. There are resources for us if we're struggling. I have family members that are unemployed, partially employed, and all of their money goes toward, you know, paying their bills, paying for their cars so they can get to work and, you know, keep it going, right? So we may end up going to a food bank ourselves today, um, just to help everybody out. Ooh, Barbara Berkman is playing in the craft room, working on a project that she hopes comes out as she'd like it to. That's funny, LOL. You know, projects. You know, we have it in our mind's eye, you know, what we want to make or what we want to do. I think when you're an artist or a sewist or whatever you like to do, crafts person, you learn how to fudge around the edges, you know, so that you can make your project look overall kind of balanced and stuff the best you can. Good morning, Judith. Good to see you here. Lots of hellos to everybody. Big hugs for Kelly. Good mornings to Liz and Judith and lots of hugs. I like the hugs. Hugs are amazing. Hugs are fantastic. And we all need more of them. Hugs are amazing. Let me see what I do with my pen. I wanted to write something down. It's been a very busy few days with a lot going on. We're doing lots of little things. I had to clean up my little craft area because, that was getting crazy out of hand. All of my fabric was out. The color crayons were out. The markers, the art books, it's everywhere. How do you keep up with this place? And that it's part of the process, the joy of making a mess. And art art is not tidy. I don't know a tidy artist. Uh, if any ever donate to food pantries, sauces, ketchup, mayo, mustard, and things, she's never able to find those. Spaghetti sauce, but none of the others. I know, isn't that kind of crazy? It's like when my kids were little, we were on the benefits. And even though I already went to college, I had um I had one that was slow at speaking and communicating. And so I had to stay out of the workforce for a while. And I'm not ashamed to admit that at all. And so one of the things that I have kind of a, you know, kind of obsession with is making sure that we have the sauces. And if I don't have the sauces, that I've learned how to make the sauces. I learned how to make my own mayonnaise. Um, we have, a couple of extra jars of mustard in the pantry. And I'm not so fixated on the ketchup, but we could make it. I usually have uh, enough things in the pantry that for the last 4 days of the week, especially the last week of the month, that there's food that I could make a treat for the kids when they were little, or I could throw something together, probably more on the starchy side. But that's how I kind of worked it, because when you have food stamps and things like that, or if you're even able to qualify for them, having some of those basics can be a challenge. And so that's something that helps you feel like you're stretching things out, and you can make a nice meal for everybody, make the baby's bellies feel full, or your own for that matter. When I was in college, shoot, we were having top ramen. Cheers to the top ramen. We got through a few onions and a little bit of and some boiled eggs and stuff like that. You learn how to get by. Had lots of years of food insecurity. Oh, Barbara says that her craft room looks like an episode from Hoarders. Well, being crafty and having a trail behind you like a tornado, that's one thing. But hoardery stuff is pretty intense, and usually requires more than just an afternoon's, couple afternoons even. Straighten up, reorganize, turn music on or the TV on, or break down and say, please, somebody come and help me do this. Or somebody stay on the phone with you on your FaceTime and just say, hey, should I keep this fabric? Do you want this fabric? Friends of mine and I do that. Some of my friends that were big quilters are like, hey, Julie, do you want all this? I'm like, yeah, come by and pick it up. It's got to get out of here. So consequently, I have a stash. So, and I've turned out to be so busy that I have hardly made any projects. Sarah says she used to qualify for the food stamps, and then things changed in our government. Um, and yeah, artists, it's very difficult for folks to qualify for benefits. And so I would keep hoping that we can get things changed soon so that we can keep our artists and our folks that are wired up differently, because you know we all are. How many of you guys feel like you're wired up differently? Hello, definitely. A little wired up differently. Good morning, A. Scherer, Cherrier. Oh, the Devi prayer just came on. Oh, it was so beautiful. Terry and JJ and Kevin and many others and Lisa Smith and who else was in there? But there was a whole bunch of people that signed up to do a benefit for the ranch in Sedona. And this prayer, oh my gosh, the Devi prayer. Let me see if I can pull this up so you can see it. Was so beautiful. A bunch of us just cried through the whole thing. It's so beautiful. It's 20 minutes and it's the names of the Divine Mother in the Sanskrit, and it's just phenomenal. You can look up the meaning for it. Look, I'm starting to tear up already. Just it just popped up. I hope nobody minds if I just play it in the background. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but I think um, I was obsessed with it over the weekend. um, Sarah says that she has a small stash of fabric, some yarn, and a lot of paper crafting supplies. Yeah. 'Cause I used to have the grandkids coming over a lot, so it was like Instagram land, doing fun projects and stuff like that. And a Cherrier. I prefer the Cherrier, but you tell me if I'm saying it wrong. We have so many ways that people creatively spell their names, and so many different cultures in the melting pot that sometimes we might assume, where somebody's from or what their language is, and we just might not be up to speed. Oh, Barbara Berkman used to work in a quilt shop for 10 years, had to stop when her husband got ill. Nice job. I'm jealous right now. They closed our Joanne's. Okay, let's stop for a moment of silence for the closing of Joanne's. We're still grieving about it. We're like, wow, we go by the building and they actually tore down the entire building. We grieved. We just sat in the parking lot like, hey, this was our favorite spot and they tore it down. Good morning, Amber Gloria. She says she doesn't know why it had her first and last name and it was bugging her. Oh, I love it though. I'm glad you're here. That's great. Why not? We could change our names anytime around here. You know, I think I have like two or three different names online for different things. And sometimes you just want to go in to a zone and in with somebody in their space and their channel and what they're doing, and just enjoy it, not participate, to just be there and learn from others and share the environment and everything. I love that. Oh, I love that. Oh, it is. Merci beaucoup. Good morning, White Dragon. Hello, sir. How are you today, young man? Hello, good people. Hi, Jules. Hi. Swooping some Archangel Michael in here with you because we could sure use it. Whoop, whoop. Everybody make it through the 4th? So many cool videos and memes, and I just had a blast with it actually. I um spent a little time cruising around looking at different things. Of course, I'm looking forward to our Mandalorian with his little sidekick Grogu coming out. And in the next year, I really want to go to Disneyland, okay? I need to get over there cuz really my dream is to have a lightsaber. I want a lightsaber and I want to go to lightsaber night and that would be fun. You don't like White Dragon says that he doesn't like his Earth name. His space name, I Poppy. Ha ha ha. I Poppy. I love that. Yes, we all grieve, wholehearted grief that Joanne all closed last year. So yes, they're all gone. Michael's bought a bunch of the yarn and whatnot. Some of the fabrics you'll see appear different places. I thought that Michael's bought most of the remaining stock, but I tell you, I went in and I bought a lot of fleece. Oh yeah, Archangel Michael. When I first found out that amazing, amazing Archangel Michael was with us here, me and my family for, gosh, it was in the 90s and I just really didn't even know what to do. And I'd call on him, because Gabriel and Michael are here. Raphael is over here and Azrael is here with me a lot and then that's just sort of you know, a thing that's been going on for a little while. But I never knew really no uh Colonel Poppy. Hi, Poppy. Colonel Commander. Which one? Commander? Oh yeah. Commander Poppy. That's just so funny. Orion's Angel. I like that one too. That's really good. Yeah. Can always use that for help with boundaries, help with healing, help with whatever's going on. Clear your path, light your way, make safe the path, and pave the way for clarity, for opportunity, for more bright blessings, for some miracles, stuff like that. The good stuff. You know, Sarah says she didn't participate in the Orion Wars directly, but she was an Arcturian at the time trying to stop it. Well, I'm a big fan of some of the Arcturian business here myself. Okay. Crafters got the 1-2 punch with Joanne's closing and the pattern companies going belly up. Yeah, that's something. When my mom passed, my mom wanted to be a fashion designer when she was young. So my mom had patterns. She had Vogue patterns, everything. And so I kept her patterns so that I could just make all kinds of things. Plus, I've also just taken some of my old clothes apart and made myself my own clothes because she taught me how to tailor and make things since I was a kid. I didn't have a clue. I could do so many things by the time I got out of high school. I made my own prom dress. We shopped all over heck and back to find me a prom dress, but I ended up making my own and it was beautiful. Dark green sateen, just gorgeous. Empire waist with the pellon in it and everything. It was so pretty. I have no idea what happened to that dress. Hmm. White Dragon says Arcturians everywhere. Everywhere I turn. Yeah, we're all over the place. Watch out, buddy. I'm up to my eyeballs with Arcturians. They're awesome. Well, there's uh there's all kinds of different teams of people that are here to help us through our little time here on the planet. Mhm. Well, we're all doing something, making something useful. Lots of good things going on here. Anybody want to be on prayer list today? I still, for some reason, I just keep hanging on to those lists because people flow in and out and are busy or do different things or go different places. Everybody, free will planet people. Um, Lots of love to go around, lots of people to learn from and be present with. Can you guys hear the music in the background at all? Am I loud enough? I never ask. I don't know. It seems to be working up, working okay. As we get ready to find our way into meditation, um, I believe that I'd like to hear from you guys what it is that you're feeling like you need right now so we can formulate what it is we want to do with our meditation here today. Oh, you can't hear it. Well, it's here. It's going on. So we're looking at, because today is a celebration of independence and commemoration also for the MMIW and the two spirit men and women and children. And that ties into many of the other things that are going on in that regard that we don't want to have continue anymore. We want peace. We want safety for everyone. We want everyone's hearts to heal. I'd like mine to heal. Our shadow sides to be free from those spaces with where we are fearful, even if it's only in our meditative times and our meditative moments and our prayerful moments where we can dig in, ground ourselves really well, and allow that light to fill us so that we can be batteries for each other and help each other out. Ah, Amber. Her dad, Russell, is in surgery now. 38 years in the fire department and getting his whole spine fixed up. Oh, Russell. We will definitely pray for your dad. Get your little inner healers and your guides and your angels ready. Call them all in as we get ready to go into a meditative space. Bring them in a little bit early. Activate. Start working on getting your breath going and your root chakra going down into the ground. We could start going in a little bit early and see what we come up with. a sense of community and belonging wherever we are, not just our angels, but other people that we can lean on and care for each other. Yes, people have been talking about lately also, Amber, that we need to not just have our online community, but in our spaces with our neighbors, sharing casseroles and fabrics and helping each other out with our fences, or stopping by the store for them as gas prices get up. What can we share with others, and how can we help other people if we have means, or if we can give somebody a ride, or these kinds of things. I think that that is a building that web, building that web of support and helping others. And that was really one wonderful thing of watching Buddha Betty. She had quite a start to her life. She almost didn't make it, but she had a heck of a near-death experience, which was very interesting for me, having had near-death experience, to see that our near-death experiences are designed for us, whoever's having it. So hers what demanded that she learn everything from scratch. She was shown why we're here, how we get here, who she can lean on. She it's like she popped back in here from a near-death experience and started reading and reading. She was reading everything she could get her hands on about manifesting. She was reading about all different kinds of religions. She looked at she read the entire Course in Miracles while she was in rehab. She just totally dove in and learned in so many ways, different religions, philosophies, and dedicated herself to service of others. And now that's what she does, is that she spends a lot of time in her 12-step format, everybody helping each other, and whatnot. I think it's really important. Oh, yes. Everybody's feeling that um, that we're tired of the orange one. It's like when you're tending to someone who's passing. I worked in hospice for a few years. And what happens when things are about to change, when someone's about to release from this space, and everyone's having all of the emotions, and everyone is tired because they're just exhausted, because something is taking 24 hours, and support for these things sometimes doesn't always happen the way we'd like, because people have to work, and things like that. It's not, no blame, no shame, no nothing, for entertainment purposes only. But in change, that it is going to happen no matter what. And it's not just in that circumstance. But we will be seeing passings of leaders, and things will be changing, and we are ready for the change. We've been practicing holding our energy, this beautiful place here of holding our space, for a very long time. And so we're waiting for this thing to happen, and waiting, and all these possibilities, and dreaming, and trying to manifest what's going on. How much worse is it gonna get? Are we really going to have to go all the way down to a huge crash, or big wars, and all these fears, right? We're living in the fear, right? So what happens is all of that builds just before things change. And so if we're able to take these meditative moments and sit back and sit with your light and be in your light, I think that and allow all of the rest of that to be out here and what we're doing in our own personal lives is separate. And then maybe it's a great coping mechanism, We train ourselves to stay focused on, let's get ourselves, make sure that we have everything that we need, take care of our finances the best we can, whatever we have. Because, a lot of people have lost benefits or lost housing or lost all kinds of stuff. So, how do we hold it together? And continuing to ask for help, continuing to stay connected. Um, Even if we don't come to these rooms and have the most profound connections or transformative experiences, there's something that is here, and that is caring and wanting to see that everybody's doing okay. And if there's something that really needs to be done, people in this community are doing fundraisers for people. Oh my gosh, doing all kinds of really supportive things. If you guys really need something, let people know. Um, we'll see posts online about people's families having the surgeries and needing housing and different things like that. And I keep in mind all the people that have said that they need certain things um, as a foundational support. Yeah, a little bit of rage therapy never hurt either, right? Sometimes we just have to tell it like it is, but we're getting closer and closer we have some very good clairvoyants, psychics, mediums, future seers. Terry and Kelly are going to be having a show talking about the things that they've perceived and and the energies, how they're changing. And so I think that we can lean into some of our trusted people and see where the current, you know, energies are. Stay out of the news pretty much, turn on your music. Turn on your music that makes you feel good. Use your sound therapies and your music therapies and your comedy and funny therapies. Um, and add to the quality of your life. Stop and enjoy the things that are beautiful. Rest when you need to. Definitely get your rest. Does anybody else have anybody that they want to add to the list or anything going on? Um, of course, Kelly will always have you and we'll include everyone here. Denise and your family, you and your family. And um, let's see, did I get everybody? This is like holding sacred space here. At least that's how it is for me. Oh. Going to go ahead and use my tuning fork for the angelics here. It's a 2048C. Good do. Invite our archangels, Metatron, Archangel Michael, Raphael for the healing. Invite our angels and guides to be with us, even if we don't know who they are. We're not aware of exactly what their names might be. Maybe Archangel Gabriel will come and help us with communications. We got the defense against the dark arts, clearing the way for more clarity and more love and more healing. Have them all stand guard with you here today and support you in all ways. Feel those wings surround you. Fluff up your life. Bring to you the miracle of the things that you need here today. Still going. Let that frequency just flow through you. Isn't that a sweet little frequency? I really do love that one. That is so very nice. And also to help with some of the feelings that people might be having, there's something really wonderful. The 432 that I use sometimes is really good for love, warmth, compassion, and joy, and considered really good for working with grief. So I'm going to use this one as well. The 432. And that's just here on my box that I drew on. But this really helps project the tone. And set our intent here today to be a foundational space for light and love, and building the frequencies of support and the interwebs of Spider Woman, bringing some of that to us. I think I'd like to go ahead and move into the meditative space right now. If you guys are ready for some of that, move around, get yourself settled for a second. And the ground is pretty good today. Loosen up your joints, get yourself ready. On behalf of all that is good and beautiful in the seen and unseen, we're going to open this space even further into healing, grounding, with the intent for peace and love and safety and healing, to make the rough edges smooth and our sight clear, fill our hearts with love, and bring peace to our little garden planet. Breathe and know that you have a root. If you are the tree of life, if you are your own, universe, your own internal universe, imagine yourself feeling solid and whole. Breathe in and allow your taproot to go down into the earth without resistance. Let's ground ourselves really good in knowing that Mother Earth has everything that we need. That the experiences that we are having and the experiences that others are having, that we can find our way through it, that there are miracles that await us. We're fine just as we are. You are whole and perfect and fabulous, just the way you are. Beautiful in your process, and that you are your soul. We're not separate from soul. We are our soul. That root going down into the earth is our soul going down into the earth, because we are our soul and we are always whole. Take that taproot down with you, and along the way, release your fears for food insecurity, Release fears for housing insecurity. Just for this moment, if we could just do it for this moment during this grounding process, imagine what it feels like to just be free from it, free from the worry, free from the fears, false evidence appearing real. All of the evidence points to us being whole, perfect, and whole souls, not separate from ourself, not separate from our identity. It is us. We are it. We are bigger than life. We came here bigger than this life. Go all the way through. See the light of the inner earth. See the beings and the creatures and the waters and the crystals. Emanate your own light. You are your own flashlight, your light, your root, your soul, all the way down into the center of the earth. And if you work with a carabiner or however you hook yourself into the center of the earth, hold that light, hold that space, and know that we are here to connect with the earth and that this is a beautiful, special place here, little planet Earth. Apparently, there's a waiting list to come here, maybe, and we're just lucky enough to be here. There's joy, pure waters, pure emotion, pure healing, pure intent to heal. Bring healing to this beautiful garden planet and to ourselves and to others. By the very nature of your being, you can help brighten someone's day or change someone's life or change your own. There's a gift waiting for you here inside the depths of Mother Earth, and that is knowing that you can leave all this fear, the anxiety, the worry behind. Leave it here in the dirt. Leave it here for the rocks and the waters, the earth that's always moving and doing and pulling and quaking, and volcanoes and all the things that are happening in the earth. Maybe old species will be identified, maybe new ways of life, new peoples of the earth, new plants. You never know. Things might be, might be shaken up so that we can learn new things. Hold yourself steady. If you've done any martial arts, you settle into your hips, settle so you can move in any way you need to move so that you can be ready and steady, steady and ready. Now, if you have everything that you need from the mother, from the earth, feeling held and close and nurtured and loved, someone holding your face and saying, I love you. You're beautiful. I've always loved you. I'm always here for you. From time immemorial out into the vast expanse, our Akashic records are held for us to know maybe there is no beginning and there is no end. And on my love, you can depend. I love that song. Bring yourself up and through, because I would like us to go out into the vast expanse of this space and go out and get that light and that love and that interconnectedness where the waters of inner earth, our body, this planet are the same makeup that's on the elemental table periodic table of elements between what's in the earth and what's out in space. And we're going to bring that energy back. If you want to go out as far as you need to go, you can move as fast as you need to go. Go do what you need to do to find your people, gather up your healing, connect to all that is the Creator, Grandfather, Great Spirit, God, all these things that we imagine that the Creator is of all things. Whatever it means to you, bring it down into your space. Allow it to come in and open in through your third eye and bring it all with you. You could do third eye straight through your crown chakra, whatever works for you. I have chills. And know that that is all real and it's all with you here now. Bring it down into your space near your heart. And if you would like, you could put up your hands because I'd like to do a little bit of an energy ball exercise. And imagine that the earth is here in the middle between your two hands. Open up those little chakras in your hands and imagine that we are working with the crystalline energy that we've received from the center of the earth and that we are receiving and part of from all the way out in the vast expanse, the metaverse. That we're connected by frequency, by light, and by love with all things, all your relations. We are all related. And we've done this a few times in the past, over the past couple of months. Imagine that the crystalline energy that comes from the waters, from the light, the frequencies, and feel that, feel that earth, feel that crystalline energy, feel that beautiful peace. Bring us peace. Bring us peace of mind, peace to our hearts, one with our souls. We'll never part. Bring us peace. Bring us peace. Change all that needs to change. Keep us all safe. All the little ones, all the women, all the children. Bring safety and love and respect for human dignity, for all of the humans, for the planet. We need this relief, sweet relief. Bring it to us. We can help create it. Can you see that light forming around the earth? That's the crystalline energy of the earth. And when you feel that nice and solid, maybe I'm taking too long here, but if you breathe into it and you just abide in this space of knowing that we are here in one of the most important times in the history of this planet right now, a great time of change. Be easy on yourself. Love yourself. Love your people. Forgive if you can. And if you can't forgive, practice all the layers of all the knowledge you have on the steps to go easy on yourselves, to bring grace into these moments where no one knows what to do and everyone is hurting. Bring grace. Hold that space for the possibility that we'll become willing to forgive ourselves for loving things have gotten out of balance. Bring balance. Bring balance. Let those scales balance. Let your pendulums that have swung all the way wide, we've had enough of that. We want things to start tapering in, slowing down, easing up, focusing on what we want. That's peace and love and healing for everyone. And I'd like to put all of that into our hearts, up into our high heart, where we completely connect with everyone all over the world. Seen and unseen, known and unknown, all beings, we are all connected. And I'd like to go through some of the names of the people that we care about and love. Amber Gloria's father is in surgery for his spine. May his Kundalini energy rise and bring great healing to him. We have lots of people who've been on our lists for a long time. Wayne's still recovering. May he be blessed. Kelly, we'll love you to pieces. Sharon, if you need to be on the list, we got you. For Denise and her family. For Brent and Derek. For Leah, Tarot asked backwards and his health. For Jax and her recovery and resolving pain. For Jen B, for her legs. For Patricia and all that she's got going. Her sciatica. Oxford Cat. For my dear friends John and Eileen. Kelly Bach, I just can't keep you off my list. You are just in it and always will be. For J Cat Lady, for all of her health and love, and for her heart. For Gary's feet and his health needs. For Pam, um, for Sue Toffee. I don't always see everybody, but I think of everybody. For Liz, down there in beautiful Belize. For Marby, for Amanda, for Barbara, for Sean, for Marit, for her husband Leopold, for Judith, for Raphael, for Terry, for a different Terry, for housing, for Teresa and her family and her sweet life, for Nina and Al with a rare cancer, and Amber Gloria for yourself as well. A Sherry, a Sherry, a Sherry, a Sherry Amore, for Paul and Lillian and Liam and his amazing adventures in Promland. For Terry, for her family, and all she loves and all she's doing, bright and beautiful as Miss Terry is. For Allie, for Richie, for everybody, for Dolly, Wolf Girl Oracle, and her family and her husband, Rick, and for Diana. Blessings to you, dear, and all your healing adventures. With a sweet dear one, off for our earth, for peace globally, prayers for the mothers all over the world whose children are missing and may have gone beyond. Prayers for America, that we can survive all of this. For Ben, let's see, who else did we get in here? Carolina's Brandy, for Jen, here we have T, for Chad and Rena, for Damien, and for Kelly Bach's husband for his shoulder. Hope he's doing good. Yeah, we love you, dear Diana. And Sarah, of course, for all things that are going on with you. May you never hunger. May you never thirst. May you always have a home. May everything be provided to all of you. I don't know what happened with Patricia's jury duty, but let's just hope she got out of it. Sometimes you just don't need that extra. Let's see. Did I get everybody? And as always, if anyone has been in here and watches this later on, the love that we brought into our hearts, hold that with you. Feel that blessing. Everybody, bring yourselves back. Feel your feet on the floor. Open your eyes back up. Hi, Sharon Foster. Hi, Carolina. We got you. Love to everybody. And I hope you have a really beautiful day. Do some of your celebrating the way you do. You bet, Kelly. I'm visualizing full and complete healings for everybody in my interesting little newly found ways. Arcturian style, people. Love you all very much. Love you very much. Hold that love in your heart and carry on. And as you know, um, oh, I love the 33 trillion angels. Yes, Diana says, I feel this beautiful pulsating love and glorious protection of 33 trillion angels and all our tribal dancing. For Diana is a dancer too. Yeah, girl, I'm sure you did the Watusi more than once. Much love to everybody. And maybe we'll have to dance today. You know, quick story before I hang up this little phone we got going on here is last night my son came home. I brought home some carnitas and some roasted chicken from our local Rancho San Miguel. And uh and so he came home, he turned on he works with kids every day in the after school program. And so he comes home all wound up after the kids are hilarious. And he's been making them dance and do YMCA and shout and run around and get their yah-yahs out and express themselves, right? As he's a dancer. And and so he's in the kitchen cooking. He flips up he's got he likes the old Western style, music, so fun. And then he also he's out of time and place like the rest of us. And so he's playing some Mexican music and whatnot. We got lots of Mexican relatives and he's just doing a little dance and while he's cooking up some food. It was the best fun. Y'all would have been laughing. It was just fun. So shake your groove thing, have a little fun today. And we've got more meditators here for the rest of the week, or Diana with Annie Bear, and lots of shows going on. Tonight's the Dream Show. I think Annie Bear and Terry are going to be doing a show. I just look around and go find everybody because I don't have it all. I'm going to be on with Scott, Scorpio Centro tomorrow, I believe. 4 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow, maybe four. And that'll be a lot of fun. Just going to crank out some readings and connect with people and see if we can be of any assistance that way. Anyway, take care, all of you beautiful souls. You are your soul. We are fabulous. Signing off here at Holding Your Space.